Don't do it. Ever. Don't do it in 2 years or in 10 years. Do not do it because it's stupid as
An oxymoron is a great word to impress all your friends with. It puts together two contradictory terms, like a healthy fat person or an attractive lesbian. Two terms that just don't go together. I'm talking about the real life lesbians, not the ones on the internet, okay? But here's my new favorite oxymoron. A transphobic trans person. Yeah. May I introduce you to, this is this person's word, not my word, the offensive. That's their YouTube name. I like it. YouTube, I bleeped it, but please leave me alone. That's their name.
So I just found out that I made the thumbnail of a transphobic trans person's YouTube video.
I'm sorry to interrupt this video so early on, but Coda, I think this person's name is he, him, she, her. Question, has there ever been a study looking directly at the correlation between the amount of piercings on one's face and their absolute fucking mentalness? Like, does piercings equal crazy? That giant horn in the middle of your nose makes me question who you are as a human being, but also, that's cultural appropriation. Is it not? You're wearing exactly what this gentleman is wearing, and how dare you? You're not a part of the same culture. That's shameful, disgusting, you should be cancelled. Anyway, before we go any further, this is a great video, stick around. This video is brought to you by the great people at Fume. Now, cold turkey is good on your sandwiches, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what it's not good for? Breaking bad habits. Don't worry, I'm not talking about hypnotherapy. I'm talking about today's sponsor. Fume. They look at certain problems in a very different way. Not everything about your bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic change, remove the bad from your habit. And Fume does just that with innovative, award-winning flavored air devices. My favorite is crisp mint. Give that a try, it's very nice. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume has flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume is all natural, ladies and gentlemen. Delicious flavors. Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers something to do to help you de-stress and help break your habit. Fume has served over 150,000 customers. Incredible. And it has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the journey pack today. Head to tryfume.com/Butterfield or scan the QR code and use the code Butterfield to get 10% off when you get your journey pack today, ladies and gents. That's tryfume, tryfum.com/Butterfield to get 10% off. Ladies and gentlemen, do it right now. I appreciate your time and your efforts. Now, on with the video.
Funny thing is that the video that I'm gonna misgender her because she misgendered me.
Don't worry about misgendering me. I'm used to it. 97% of people who misgender me are your people.
Okay, this guy, the offensive T word, is shockingly disagreeing with another trans person. I was led to believe that that didn't happen. Here am I thinking that all of the people in the LGBTQIA two-spirit community thinks exactly the same thing as each other. The gay men, the big hairy gay masculine men, think exactly the same as the two-spirit American Indian people. Yeah, that's two people in the same group. Maybe we shouldn't group them all together. Is that a bit of an idea? I think we might have been lied to that they all agree on the same things, and unfortunately, a lot of them are too scared to speak out. And I think throughout this video, we'll find out why. Because the community fucking comes after them hard, and not in a good way.
So go ahead, explain what I didn't understand.
The video that she posted, of mine, I'm clearly being facetious.
Hey, he is she, and she is he. Gotcha. Simple.
And she thinks I'm being serious. Being transgender makes you delusional because I'm convinced that I pass right now, but I know that I don't.
I low-key respect this because she's aware of the truth. And she's right, a lot of transgender people are delusional, and that's also one of the reasons why I don't call myself a transgender person, but I like to call myself a transsexual person.
I feel like this needs a whole lot of explaining. The Coda person made a facetious video suggesting that they would pass, meaning they look like a man, when everybody can obviously see that they don't. At all. Not even slightly. And the offensive T word that I still don't know if I can say called them out on it, right? And now they're angry at that person calling them out because they're obviously not a man, or they don't look like one. Are we all following?
How many outrage videos have you seen of people being like, oh, woke liberal says cringe thing, and then you watch the video and the woke liberal is clearly being sarcastic?
99% of the time, these crazy woke liberals are crazy and woke.
I really like this person. I like your attitude.
Because we do not like gatekeepers on here. No, no, no. I know that you think you're not delusional and you think that you are a guy. That's why I chose to react to your video. Congratulations, you got picked. The point I was trying to make was, fake trans people like you are delusional. You look 100% like a woman, which you are, and just because you have a big-ass septum piercing doesn't make you any less of a woman.
Wow, this is really refreshing to hear. Someone actually going against that narrative that is told by the LGBTQIA plus community. When I say that, I'm not like, this is the crazy thing. Whenever you suggest something or say something that is seen as going against that LGBTQIA plus community, you're also labeled as homophobic and transphobic at the same time, when maybe you're just thinking for yourself. Like, well, are we not allowed to do that? And are people in that community not allowed to do that for themselves as well? In reality, we're not disagreeing with those people because of the lives that they lead. All the power to you. Let every blossom bloom. You should be able to fuck whoever you want. Who gives a shit, right? As long as they're of age and everyone's consenting, go fucking nuts and blow on their face. But I think the real people that we're arguing against are these far left individuals. That's who we're arguing against. That's who we're disagreeing with. It's actually really sad to think that if you are a part of that community, if you are a trans person in a small community, that you could be excommunicated just because you disagree with some of the main talking points. I mean, look at Blair White or Buck Angel. They are people who have been excommunicated in many different circumstances because of their opinions on certain subjects. That's just really fucking crazy. That they're so religious in their thought, that doctrine rules their lives so much that they would take someone who's experiencing life exactly or very similarly to them and just say, you're not a part of our group anymore, go away. It's like fucking high school. To give you an example of the religious doctrine that exists in the LGBTQIA plus community, if you say you're a man, then you're a man. If you say you're a woman, then you're a woman. And if you've lived 30 years as a woman or as a man and now are the opposite gender, then you've always been that gender, even when you had babies or produced sperm or whatever. That's madness. But that is religious doctrine. You have to believe it without a question. It's faith. And if you disagree with that, not only are you the enemy, but you are apparently killing trans people. However, I have always had a sneaking suspicion that at least 60% of trans people don't even think about this or have never thought about this once. Maybe even more. I think the vast majority of them just want to live their lives and tell all these other people that they see on the internet who are fame-hungry whores to fuck off and just let them live their lives. That's what it's all about, right? They just want to get on with their daily fucking life and have their breakfast and fucking live. Except you have these crazy people on TikTok and Instagram taking over and telling people what you should believe as a trans person.
This person's opinion does not matter to me.
Obviously. Of course you're so confident and at peace with yourself that you have to curse at a transsexual, talking shit about a person's identity that you're appropriating.
Ooh, identity appropriating inception. Dangerous stuff.
Of course it's only loving and confident people who do that.
You're a transphobic trans person.
Lol, I need to see more of this person's videos. I like them so far.
You are pandering to the people who want us dead.
I don't want to sound like a 15-year-old girl, but literally, no one wants you dead. No one.
Listen, honey, it's obvious to us all that you're the transphobic one. You have a problem with the definition of what it means to be trans. You go out of your way to absolutely shit on a real transsexual.
Okay, I haven't really thought about this too much, but let's imagine two ideologies in the trans and LGBT community come together. One person says, I was born a man, but I'm now a woman, and the other person says that gender doesn't exist. What happens? Does the world spontaneously combust? Does a black hole fall? Let me know in the comment section, please. Thank you.
Something that you can never relate to. Just the fact that you call yourself trans when you're obviously not, kind of transphobic. Not that I use that word ever in real life, but it's really effing ignorant.
I'd be really interested to know from the offensive T, what constitutes a trans person then? Please let me know. I'm genuinely interested in that. If you don't believe that that person's trans, then what is, well, when are you officially trans? Is it when you change your mind, or you change what you wear, or you chop your knob off? What point?
You're a loser. Also, just a reminder that not every trans person has access to HRT, so not everyone is able to pass.
Agreed. Just like how not everyone who says they have the flu has the flu. You might just have the sniffles, right? But other people have the full-blown flu. You can just say you have the flu, and then people believe that you do. Does that make any sense? It made sense in my mind.
If you don't want to transition, you're not trans. If you don't want to look like the opposite sex, you're not trans. If you do not have the money, the resources to transition, different story. But if you never, ever gonna transition due to lack of resources, I have a hard time believing that you're trans.
Now, I'm not trans yet, so I'll have to go with what he is saying. If you say you're trans and then don't change anything, what does that even mean? What is that statement?
Due to them keep repeating the same lies over and over again, they think the lies can be true if they just repeat them. But it ain't gonna happen, I'm sorry to tell you. Being a transsexual can be backed up by science, but being a transtrender can't.
A trans-trender. Now that is an amazing word. But it's very true. There is a very popular social trend, and people don't want to talk about this, about young people becoming trans. It is becoming more and more common. That's where these concepts like a social contagion comes from. Social contagions have existed throughout history, where people start doing things because other people are, and they are popular. Is that what's happening with trans people? Some people say yes. Not all trans people, but some, perhaps. This is one of the only medical conditions that is a very real medical condition that a lot of people are afflicted by, that someone can just say, I have it, and you have to believe them.
So these are sweet comments I got when I posted a video of me walking around the progressive flag on the sidewalk. I hope you get ran over. Thank you, they, them, theirs. This is a comment that I get more often than you would think. Player tip, off yourself.
It is so crazy to see people just melt down when your thoughts don't align with theirs. They panic, they freak out, and they want fucking blood. To genuinely want someone to die, that is full-blown crazy.
I also received some DMs that really warmed my heart. This is just a picture of, yeah, a knife.
With a lovely trans flag right there as well. What must go through someone's mind to send a death threat like that? You must be just losing the plot. You must be so fucking lost within yourself. It's a very sad life to live. And most of those people are full of shit. But, you know, to send one in the first place, you've got to be a bit crazy. So I guess you got to worry. So the offensive teak, Marcus Dibb, that's his name, who has 135,000 subscribers on YouTube and has a pretty loud voice and is daring to speak out on things that he believes, which is very admirable, particularly in a community so filled with hate, which is crazy to say. The hate that he must get must be absolutely astonishing. And what it really does is it segregates him more and more and more. That's really hard for him to be able to come out and speak about these things knowing that he's going to be shunned. But we need people exactly like Marcus to come out and speak against these narratives so that we can get to the truth of the matter. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mid extinct. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this fantastic video by me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some very important news. I am going on a world tour in 2024. If you are in the USA, the UK, Australia, or New Zealand, or any other part of the world, make sure you sign up for tickets at isaacbutterfield.com, and as soon as they become available, you will get an email. You'll be able to get them straight away, and you won't miss out. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Once again, see you next time. Bye.